AC Milan, the final of the 2005 Champions League in Istanbul, the 50th final of the European Cup, 28 years to the very day that Liverpool first won the trophy back in 1977. In this first half, Liverpool, all in red, will play towards their fans away to our left. Seize the moment, Liverpool. For one or two of the players down there, this may not come again. Sami Hyypiä deeply aware of it as Liverpool begin and will look to start well here. Traore near side the field, and that was a very shaky ball from him. Straight to the Milan side. Liverpool must keep possession better than that. The ball is inside the Liverpool half, and now for the first time we see Seydou 15 yards inside the Liverpool half. Finds the young Brazilian Kaká. Across comes Traore, and the referee gives a free kick early on here to Milan. Mark Lawrence.
Well, Traore's first two touches aren't particularly good. He gave the ball away and then he just upended Kaká as well, so I hope it gets better.
Free kick to Milan, and Andrea Pirlo, who takes the free kicks. Of course, lining this one up down this near side. This is the Milan right. First test for Jerzy Dudek. In goes the free kick, and the shot comes in, and it's there! Milan have scored! And Maldini, the captain, is being absolutely submerged by his teammates. The goal has been timed. Well, a minute maybe only in the game, just over.
Well,
what a start.
Well, we spoke about Traore, didn't we? But the ball came back from Liverpool's kick-off to him. He gave it away. Liverpool then never retrieved the ball. He ended up giving the foul away on the edge of the penalty area. Decent ball in, but very, very slack marking by Liverpool. It's a great start for Milan, but it's a poor goal to concede.
That must be one of the quickest goals in the final of the Champions League. And, well, the only thing that you can possibly say now from the occasion point of view, I mean, it's a wretched, wretched start for Liverpool, but the only thing you can say at least is the early goal might just make this an open contest.
Liverpool have to score, remember. They were 1-0 down, remember, at Anfield against Olympiacos. Now, Olympiacos I don't put in the same category as AC Milan, but that was a phenomenal comeback, and it looks as if they're going to need another one here tonight. Good ball by Schmeitzer, on to Garcia. Garcia into the penalty. Well, that was a handball, surely. I think that was a handball. And they've got away with it, Milan. Nesta handled the ball.
Most definitely. You could just tell by his reaction. I can't believe how the referee's assistant and the referee never saw it.
Oh, and now Milan on the break here. Here's Shevchenko. Shevchenko crosses. It's 2-0. And that is such an injustice to Liverpool. Crespo has scored. There should have been a penalty at the other end for a handball by Nesta as Garcia broke through. No penalty given. Milan counter-attack. Upfield, ball breaks to Crespo, and this final is over. Liverpool 0, AC Milan 2. Barish is berating the referee, as he's every right to do. Handball.
Yeah, I caught him on the elbow, and he knew exactly what he was doing.
He knew what he was doing.
But the other thing, Alan, is regardless penalty or no penalty, you've got to be able, when the penalty wasn't given, you've got to be able to react. You've got to say, right, it's gone. Let's sit tight. Let's not concede a chance, never mind a goal. It was far, far too easy for Milan to make it 2-0.
It was indeed. But it still ranks as an injustice.
Well, definitely.
And what was I saying about Crespo? You only hear about him when he scores.
That's 5 in 10 in the Champions League.
That is not bad. That's not a bad record. Ancelotti's reaction indicates he knows it's over. Well, right now, it's as if Milan know the game is won. They've got the cigars out. They're just sitting back. They can't believe that Liverpool can come back from this situation. And frankly, neither do I on this first half display. Here's Risa. Back to Gerrard. And Gerrard slides the pass forward, but it was a lazy pass from Gerrard. Never likely to reach Barish. Now, Kaká. Kaká on towards Crespo. Crespo's through. This could be 3-0. And it is 3-0. It's just dinked over the goalkeeper. And Crespo has scored twice in 5 minutes, and this European Cup final is won by a team that's going to claim its 7th title. It's AC Milan 3, Liverpool 0.
What about the finish? I mean, it's a great goal in terms of a build-up, lovely through ball. I think it's a flick round the corner, and it's a great run. It's a great run by Crespo, and he just dinks it outside of his right foot over Duda. That's an absolutely brilliantly taken goal.
Well, this is just absolutely awful for Liverpool.
Well, he may never realise his international ambition, Shevchenko, in the World Cup with Ukraine, but he's on the verge of winning the European Cup for a second time here. And his team, Milan, have a corner kick leading by 3-0 over on the far side of the field. They give it plenty of height, and Haman doesn't really control the defensive header. Maldini, just for once, doesn't get hold of it either near side, but he's going to come back and nevertheless still dispossess Alonso. Typical Maldini. Maldini fires the ball in. Liverpool on the edge of their own area. It's away from Gerrard, and now Risa can race onto this one. Risa crosses the halfway line. He's only got Barros ahead of him, though. He needs support here, Risa. He's got Gattuso breathing down his neck. In the end, it's back into midfield, and with Alonso on the edge of the centre circle. Haman. Liverpool ought to get a bit more possession now with Alonso, Haman and Gerrard. Alonso through the referee's legs to Risa over on the left-hand side. Risa can't get the first ball in. Another opportunity from Risa. Header! Oh, yes, a goal from Steven Gerrard of Liverpool. Steven Gerrard with a header breathes new life into Liverpool, and he waves to the fans over on the far side. Come on, believe. Milan 3, Liverpool 1, and maybe a route back through Steven Gerrard.
Well, it's a second cross from Risa. The first one, hit Kepa on the backside. Second one, he managed to miss him. It's a great header by Steven Gerrard. Just really took the pace off it and drifted it over Dida. Wonderful finish.
Well, that's woken them up. And Milan have conceded, which they don't do very often in football matches. But, well, there's still time, maybe, for the impossible to happen here. 8 minutes gone in the second half. That was exactly what Liverpool required, just as Milan were threatening to go even further clear here in this final. AC Milan 3, Liverpool 1. It's still almost mission impossible really here for Liverpool, but now can that goal give them some sort of belief? And we were mentioning that Haman and Alonso and Gerrard would give them a little more possession. Eventually Risa got the ball in second time down the left-hand side, and now Traore. Nothing spectacular from him. Goes to the more creative players in midfield. And it's down this near side of the field, and Smitsa. How much longer will they leave Cisse out of the game? They may need his leadership up front as well. Ball now with Carragher. Carragher to Haman. Milan have got everybody back inside their own half. Traore now. Flicked on from Garcia. Oh, Barros has just given offside. They're not aware of it yet. The flag has got up near side the field. The referee hasn't stopped the game. Seydorf's clearance, and Milan haven't benefited from that at all. Because Traore finds Risa once more. Risa can't get the cross in. Liverpool have a throw-in over on the far side.
Well, the other thing as well, Matt, is that, Milan can't complain because they had 4 or 5 different attempts to get rid of the ball.
Haman, 25 yards out, doesn't shoot, but Smitsa might! Oh, away from Vladimir Smitsa! What's more like it here in Istanbul? The game seemed to be all over at half-time, but Gerrard's header and Vladimir Smitsa's spectacular effort through Dida. Maybe it's not mission impossible after all. Milan 3, Liverpool 2.
No pressure on Liverpool as well in terms of being able to just pick his spot. Came from a man, little touch out of his feet, lovely strike, low to Dida's right-hand side. He got his hands on it, arguably should have saved it, doesn't matter.
He just got a little touch off Barros maybe on the way as well. Well, they may still have a party after all on Merseyside this evening. Now, we saw what PSV Eindhoven did to Milan's defenders in the semi-final. Really troubled them, and the pressure told Graham Taylor.
Well, the change of tactics is so obvious and so good. He's gone almost to 3 centre-backs, Carragher, Hyypiä and Traore, with Spiker as a wing-back. And Risa, he's played in their half ever since the kick-off as the left wing-back. And they've really now penned them back. I mean, tactically, I'm sure he wishes that it even started this way because he really has taken the game to them. And it's a great change by the manager.
No team has come from 3-0 down in the European Cup final to win the trophy. This is the 50th, and Liverpool have a corner kick down this near side of the field. Steven Gerrard and Vladimir Smitsa. 2 players with so much speculation, of course, who may not be at Anfield next season, have scored the goals here in the final. And Liverpool have a corner kick. And Gerrard, their inspirational captain, is going to take it for them. In it comes, it's very deep, and it's played in by Alonso. The ball bouncing awkwardly for the Milan defenders, but an offside is given.
Yeah, it can be given against 3 or 4 of the Liverpool players. What about you, Mike? I'm thinking Alaves here.
Well, this is just, I mean, they've just got to keep it going now. because Milan, of course, when they got the control and they can just dictate the way they want to in midfield, are almost unbeatable. But Liverpool just have to keep mounting the pressure here. They're certainly going to get more of a platform with Haman and Alonso and Gerrard. And Risa made the first goal for Steven Gerrard. Risa getting the challenge over on the far side from Gattuso. And just at the moment, the decisions are going against Milan. And now Liverpool have a throw just inside the AC Milan half. 3-0 down at half-time. In fact, it could have been even worse than 3-0. Shevchenko had a goal ruled out. There were other opportunities cleared off the line as well. Rafael Benitez stands and points. And now Smitsa with the ball to Alonso. And Liverpool having much, much more possession. 13 and a half minutes gone in the second half in Istanbul. And now we hear the Liverpool fans. But Traore, another very edgy ball from him, out of play. They need to keep the pressure going.
Now you just wonder what Ancelotti's, A, what he's thinking, and B, what he does to counter this, if anything, in terms of players on and players off.
Well, isn't it amazing? The fear was that this would be dull, that the two sides would retreat from the kick-off. It would be a stalemate. We talked about the possibility of it even going to penalties. Well, it still may go to penalties, but we've had 5 goals. We may have more. And it's Jamie Carragher for Liverpool. Into Barros. Gerrard's there. Gerrard goes down to the challenge. And the penalty's been given. We have not even played 15 minutes of the second half. And Liverpool, 3-0 down at half-time, have got the penalty. Steven Gerrard was steaming onto that. The challenge came in from behind. Well, now, hang on a minute. What's happening here? The Liverpool players are appealing. Maybe they haven't been given the penalty.
No, they have. The other thing as well, Gattuso it was who pulled Gerrard back.
What are they complaining about?
Well, that I don't... He needs to go off, surely. He needs to go off.
Well, the Milan players are arguing. The referee from Spain is, at the moment, just losing it down there. Nobody seems to know what on earth is happening.
It's a penalty.
But it's going to be Xabi Alonso. Xabi Alonso, who was given his opportunity, of course, with John Toshak, who's with us here this evening at Real Sociedad, for his fellow countryman and manager, Rafael Benitez. Alonso can complete the most remarkable turnaround here, up against the enormous Dida, the Brazilian, in the goal. Alonso misses, but Alonso puts in the rebound. Alonso's there for the rebound. Dida makes the first save, but Alonso was the first to react. He goes down on the turf. He's being hugged by the men in red. And this scoreline is absolutely staggering. AC Milan 3, Liverpool 3.
Actually, it was a decent penalty. It was a wonderful, wonderful save. But well done, Xabi Alonso. He's the first one up to it. Made no mistake left foot. It's a great penalty save, that by Dida. Brilliant. But there was Alonso to finish it off. But I still say, Mike, Gattuso should have been sent off. Milan should have 10 players.
Well, we talked about the spirit of 77 and 78 and 81 and 84. The most incredible thing about this was that I didn't think that Liverpool actually started the second half particularly well. It wasn't as if Benitez had some magic effect on them. But then suddenly, they got it back again with this system that I know it sounds wise after the event, we felt they should have played right from the start. But now Liverpool have to concentrate because back come Milan in this open game. But now Alonso hits it long and Barros is given offside. John Toshak, what do you make of this?
Well, I'm absolutely delighted, of course. I mean, Reece in the first half was never that far forward to put a cross in the box, and Gerrard couldn't get that far forward to stick it in. He's been brought down for the penalty. He scored the second goal himself, and we talked about Liverpool leaving 4 players at the back with 2. They pushed Reece forward. Carragher, Kippy and Traore have taken all the 2. Hammond, of course, has allowed Gerrard to get further forward. He's made Xabi Alonso a little bit more comfortable, and the game has completely turned on its head. They bolted the door after Dorse had gone out, but Dorse have come back.
We've got 40 seconds remaining of stoppage time. Liverpool on the counter-attack here. It fizzles out as Garcia's pass doesn't find Cisse. Here's Staff. One more attack left, and it might be a Milan attack. Cafu on the far side of the field. Into the Liverpool half. Tries to slip it in. It hits Haman and rebounds out of play for a throw-in. At the moment, we're headed for extra time, unless there's a dramatic conclusion. After the throw-in, Kaka, back to Gattuso, on to Pirlo. Liverpool mustn't leave room for him to shoot. That's a great ball into Cafu. Cafu's header into the penalty area. Hooked away, left foot in the volley by Haman. There's the final whistle, and we will be playing until Thursday morning. It's 3-3.
Well, let's just hope in extra time, Alan, that we have what's happened in the 92 previous minutes. Absolutely brilliant. Liverpool really dead and buried at half-time. Made the changes, you think, sort of more in hope rather than anything else, and they've been absolutely brilliant in the second half, taking the game to Milan, everything to play for.
We've got 11 minutes to go in the second period. Still Liverpool 3, AC Milan 3. Shevchenko, in it goes. Carragher looked tired there. The pass back by Thompson doesn't reach Shevchenko, and Haman brings it away for Liverpool. On to Cisse. Cisse turns. He's got past one defender. He's got Garcia to his left. Still has the ball. Oh, Cisse wastes that possession. He, in the end, shoots her about 30 yards from goal, and it bumbles through to the goalkeeper.
Can't believe he never saw Garcia because he started to run the same way. You must see in your eye line a red shirt run across you.
Can't believe he didn't see him. Pirlo, oh, good ball to the left side towards Serginho, who brings it down brilliantly into the penalty area. It goes, and it was deflected away by Carragher. Could have gone anywhere. Could have gone into his own net. It's cleared, and Carragher's been hurt there. Carragher is injured at the moment. Risa hits the ball upfield. Carragher's down inside his penalty area, and Risa just clatters it into the Milan half and out of play.
I think, you know what, he's got cramp right at the very, very top of his leg. Well, it's not a groin injury. That is
cramp. I've just read his lips. He just screamed cramp. John Toshak, 10 yards to my left. John, can you bear this?
Oh, I tell you, I'm not sure that Cisse, you know, David Shanks and Bobby have been putting Walton for a month for not seeing Garcia there. The only thing really, Cisse, Garcia and Schmitz there, I mean, it's easy from up here. We're not tired, but the three of them look to be following the ball, you know. We always, the defense starts up front, and that part of it, these three are not doing it as well, I'm sure, as Rafa would like, being such a disciplinarian as he is. But what a chance they had there on the counter-attack, Cisse and Garcia.
Well, Carragher is hurting, and here comes Rui Costa.
And the other thing, Alan, Carragher's just gesticulated to Gerrard. He's go and sit in there for me for a minute. I've got to go off anyway, as is the rules, but he's still not sure, and he's better off in this wide position just in case the ball gets played through the centre, but Gerrard can use his pace.
I think Milan's sent an opportunity here. Rui Costa has replaced Gattuso. And not only is he brilliant at taking penalty kicks, Rui Costa, he is another substantial attacking threat. Carragher's off the pitch. No, he's back on now. Play continues. We obviously will have at least a minute of stoppage time at the end of this game. Now, ball played in by Serginho, and Carragher again stretching, and that must have hurt once more. But he gets it behind. It's a corner.
He's done well. Not even limping of all the places where it comes.
8 minutes left in extra time. 3-3. Corner to Milan. Rui Costa flicks it in deep, and Dudek came, didn't get a touch in the ball, and Garcia cleverly let it just drift over his head behind for a goal kick.
Oh, well, under no pressure whatsoever. I think he's trying to say to the defenders, don't worry, boys. I knew it was going long. I was never going to try and touch it. He didn't know.
It still might not come to this, but Dida, 2 years ago, he came off his line so often, but he rode his luck, and he was the man who made sure that Milan beat Juventus at Old Trafford. Dudek's looked a little bit hesitant in recent minutes, but it's still 3-3, and the ball's now with Gerrard, and Gerrard inside the centre circle, back to Dudek. Dudek now, out to the edge of the box. You've got 7.5 minutes to go, plus stoppage time. Dudek hits it towards the right side, headed away by Maldini, away from little Garcia. Here's Alonso, good turn by Alonso, and then he was fouled there by Serginho. It's a free kick to Liverpool.
Well, he was under pressure for a little moment as well. Thought maybe Serginho had nicked the ball off him.
Free kick to Liverpool, a yard or so inside the Milan half, towards this near touchline, the Liverpool right. And he's Hupia going forward? No, he's not. Nor Carragher, nor Traore. It looks as if it's going to be aimed at Cisse. It is. Cisse jumps, heads it onto the penalty area, but to no good effect. It's back to Dida.
Well, not only that, it was a high ball, so he's going to have to generate any kind of pace, and Garcia hadn't even gambled in case he flicked it on.
Milan don't want the lottery of penalties. That's obvious. They want to win it here in extra time with a 4th goal. They've got possession on the far side of the field. Now, Liverpool have left everybody back bar Cisse. And Milan's white move towards the Liverpool penalty area. Serginho flicks it in. That looked like a foul on Hupia. Not given. And then Garcia caught in possession. Very careless indeed by Garcia. Taken up now by Pirlo, the dangerous Pirlo. Down the left flank for Milan. And he gets beyond Gerrard. Pirlo still running. And that was an obstruction by Haman. Now, I think Pirlo ran into the German.
Definitely. I mean, it is really, really clever play by Pirlo. He just nudged it to a side and made sure he ran into Haman, and the referee had to give the foul. Great play initially, mind.
Oh, no question about it. But, well, Haman made sure he also made contact with Pirlo. Now, this is a free kick in a very promising area for Pirlo. Yes, the angle is acute. There are only two men inside the Liverpool wall. But Pirlo can whip this in towards the far post. Dudek beware. Played in, took a deflection. That's gone behind for a corner.
Yeah, Luis Garcia, I think, just got something on it. Took it high and arced over the far post of Liverpool.
Corner to Milan. 5 minutes of extra time remaining. 3-3. Swung in left footed. Great corner. Well defended too by Liverpool. It was Carragher who headed away. Milan have it back again on the far side of the field. And another cross whipped in. Hupia heads it down. And this time Alonso carefully side puts the pass to the right. Oh, Schmitzer looks very tired. He still has the ball though. Up towards the halfway line, and then was he bolt? Surely.
No. He played for a foul. Murphy didn't give it.
Oh, well, Schmitzer looks absolutely out in his feet. Most of the Liverpool team look out in their feet. Gerrard just about gets in a challenge there. Finds Haman. Schmitzer to Garcia. Garcia back to Haman. And swept on towards the far side. My God, do you know something? I'm not saying that they're getting the decisions wrong, but both linesmen take half an hour to raise their flag. Offside against Cisse.
Do you know what seems to happen? It's almost as they decide when the ball comes to them
It's
rather than when it's
unbelievable.
kicked.
Very, very slow. The ball is with Pirlo. And Pirlo finds Rui Costa. Rui Costa slips it towards Shevchenko, who's fouling Hupia. Hupia still managed to clear it. Referee saw that one. Now Garcia from Alonso's path on towards Cisse. Not the best of balls. Cisse got no chance of that. Headed clear by Nesta. Milan come forward again. 4 minutes left for play. Cafu over the halfway line. In it goes. And drifted towards the left side, towards Serginho. Gerrard rises well. Heads it infield to Alonso. And Alonso coolly plays it towards Schmitzer, but Schmitzer didn't make enough effort to get to the ball. Pirlo has it for Milan. To Serginho. Benitez screaming instruction. Serginho takes on Gerrard. Gerrard dives in and gets to the ball. And clears it towards the halfway line. And now it comes off Maldini. Who gets... Oh, that's ridiculous. Maldini gets the throw-in. That had to be a Liverpool throw-in.
I would think so.
Dear, oh dear. No wonder Benitez is frustrated. Stam on the halfway line after Milan take the throw-in that shouldn't have been theirs. All the fans are anxious now. Nobody wants to lose with this time remaining. Just 3 minutes of extra time. 3-3. Ball played in. Header down. Save by Dudek. Another brilliant save by Dudek. How did he keep that out? Astonishing. Shevchenko could have scored twice.
The second save is the one. I mean, the first is good enough from the header. Great. The second save is unbelievable. All right, you might claim it hit him, but he kept it out. Magnificent. Milan thought they'd won it.
I thought they'd won it. Unbelievable from the Polish goalkeeper. I think Kaka went up there to say well done. Corner to AC Milan. There it goes. Carragher heads it away. Liverpool hanging on for penalties. Cisse heads it on. Haman might win it, but he hasn't got the pace to get after it. Oh, I think that's a foul by Didi Haman. Free kick to AC Milan. Taken quickly by Cafu to the far side. And now it's out of play for a throw-in.
I can't get over that save.
I can't. Just astounding.
The other thing as well, a couple of times when the ball's coming, he's completely bumbled them out.
Do you remember that Jim Montgomery double save in the cup final? That was better. Here's Pirlo. Pirlo, midway inside the Liverpool half. Or it was Kaka. Kaka's pass wasn't good. Garcia gets it to Haman. Garcia was down there with a bit of cramp as well. Cisse gets it back. Risa looks dreadfully tired and just lifts it over the halfway line. 2 minutes to go.
Liverpool are completely dead on the feet.
Completely dead on the feet. Throw in by Stam. Pirlo. Milan just seem to have extra legs now. Can they find a fourth goal? It's Pirlo again. To the right side and Cafu. Cafu right edge of the penalty area. Drops it back. Alonso chests it down very confidently. Finds Haman. Haman on to Cisse. And Cisse was definitely pushed over by Stam. That's a free kick.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Even if he complains he got the ball, Stam, he's tackled from behind.
And Liverpool will be much relieved to get that free kick.
Welcome breather.
Don't rush about taking it, Liverpool. I don't think they've got the legs anymore. I just don't think they've got the legs. They've got to find the drive for the penalty kicks. If we get to penalties, Gerrard hits it crossfield, but that's between Cisse and Garcia and rushes out of play. 1 minute to go.
Just keep your belief here, keep your shape, stand up. Don't let anybody go past any Milan players and be first to the ball and be aware of where everybody is when the ball gets delivered in the box.
Whatever happens now, Liverpool embarrassing in the first half can leave Istanbul with pride. Will they leave it with the Champions League trophy? Kupia heads it away from the edge of his own penalty area. Maldini climbs all over Garcia, but fairly, and heads it back to Nesta. Nesta now to Maldini. Maldini, who opened the scoring, remember, after 52 seconds. In now to Pirlo. Pirlo on towards the far side, and easily won back by Haman. Haman's done brilliantly since he come on. Haman over the halfway line, despite him being fouled. Suddenly it's 3 against 3 here for Liverpool. Haman still going. Haman finally runs into Stam, who clatters the ball over the halfway line. We've got 1 minute of stoppage time at the end of this extra time. We're into it. Here's Cisse, right of the Milan penalty area. Gets it back to Schmitzer. Surely Liverpool can't win it from this stage. Schmitzer goes down. Liverpool have a free kick.
Well, two things. A, advantageous position. And secondly, you can just take your time, run the clock down, but make sure that you make Dida make a save from this.
Well, Mike knows what it was like 6 years ago. He knows what it was like in Barcelona. Into stoppage time. Manchester United still a goal down. And yet they scored twice. And they won the Champions League. Now here we have a situation where we've got 20 seconds remaining of stoppage time in extra time. It's 3-3. Liverpool with a free kick about 25 yards out. This is going to be struck by Gerrard.
I think it's into Haman.
Into Haman, back to Gerrard.
Takes the wall out of play.
Liverpool wait, because the referee waits. Gonzalez now steps away. He thinks Milan's defence is 10 yards away from the ball. I can't believe this. We've had our minute of stoppage time. This will be the last significant action. Teed up for Gerrard. No, it's back to Risa. Risa's shot blocked, and there's the final whistle. That was the last action. My word.
Matthew, it's a really clever free kick because I think it had everybody guessing what they're going to do, and we guessed completely wrongly. Slipped into Alonso as well, but, well, let's just see to your pants time now. I mean, if you're the manager, if you're Benitez, you go, brilliant, you've won the game as far as I'm concerned. Whatever happens in the penalties, go and take them with confidence.
Just take the pressure off them. Take the pressure off them. Well, will it have mattered whether or not Liverpool have practiced penalties? I still think it's down to psychology here. It's who really believes will win. At the end of extra time, Liverpool 3, AC Milan 3.
John, does it matter that Liverpool have looked so tired in the sense, this will take quite a lot out of you mentally, and if you're very heavy-legged, dead man walking as you're coming up to the spot, will that have an impact on the Liverpool players?
I think that Liverpool, if you said to them at half-time, would you be happy to take a penalty kick? Any of you? I think 11 of them would have put their hands up. Now, I'm not so sure. But as I say, it's a fantastic achievement. I think they'll just be absolutely delighted, the fact that they've reached this stage. They think, hey, we can't have put what we put into this second half and extra time now to miss out on penalty kicks. Don't tell me that, for goodness sake. So, I've got to go with Liverpool.
Time for the penalty shootout to start then. Mike Ingham to do the first penalty. Mike.
Well, Mark Lawrence, who of course was involved in the penalty shootout, reminds me that the penalties were taken in front of the Roma fans. They're going to be taken at the end where all the Milan fans are. Serginho, who was one of the players who missed a penalty at Old Trafford, the Brazilian, and a little bit of gamesmanship from Jerzy Dudek. Remember the fun and games with Bruce Grobbelaar, of course, in 1984. So it's getting to me. Easy for you to say. Well, it's Thursday morning. It's 22 minutes past midnight. And Serginho will take the first penalty for AC Milan. Dudek's doing his Grobbelaar impersonations in the goal away to our right. Milan looking to get off to a great start. All their players on the sideline. Oh, the ball from Serginho. It's gone a long way back. All the Milan squad players linking arms down there, but what a great start from Liverpool's point of view. Now, can they capitalise on it?
Well, he just laid back, Matt. You can see when he was coming up to strike it, Dudek dancing on the line, and he never went anywhere near the goal.
Didi Hamann will take the first of Liverpool's penalties. I'm wondering when Gerrard's going to come into this. Gerrard, having missed against Tottenham, said he'd never take another penalty again for Liverpool. So Hamann has the first responsibility. And this is to give Liverpool the edge in this penalty shootout. Serginho has already missed. Hamann with quite a long run-up. He's going to hit it right-footed. Then he slows down and he slips it into the net past Dida's right hand, and Liverpool are in front.
Top penalty. Absolute top penalty. Right-footed, in step, right in the corner of the goal. Dida, no chance.
Well, the Milan coach, Ancelotti, revealed yesterday that his team have been practicing the penalties. And here is, you would imagine, possibly one of their best penalty takers, because it's the dead ball specialist, Andrea Pirlo, whose free kick set up the goal for Maldini. Dudek says, here's the ball, son. And, well, you know, it's gamesmanship, but this is tense stuff. And Liverpool just have the slenderest of advantages as Dudek waves both arms at Pirlo. Pirlo moves in, and Dudek spreads himself to the right and makes a save. Pirlo didn't really strike it with any conviction. And Cisse will step up now to try and put Liverpool 2-0 ahead.
Well, again, dancing on the line. It was a poor penalty. Dudek guessed right. And as I say, very, very savable height.
This penalty cannot win it for Liverpool. But you think back to Blackburn in October. Cisse, a double break of his leg. He might never have played again. This will give Liverpool such an advantage if Cisse can score from this one. It would put them 2-0 up in the penalty shootout. Cisse, a long, long run-up. Here he comes. Dida moves the wrong way. Cisse makes it 2-0 to Liverpool.
Opposite side to Hamann, just as coolly taking a penalty as you like. I think the secret there was he just made his mind up, Mike, as he went to strike it, never worried about the goalkeeper, and he was always going to put it in the same place.
Well, who says they haven't been practicing? And now then, John Dole Thomason, I think Kenny Dalglish signed him for Newcastle. Liverpool legend, of course, and Thomason now really has to score for Milan because they are 2-0 down in the penalty shootout, having missed both their previous penalties. This one's right down the centre, and that's given Milan a foothold back in the penalty shootout. Liverpool 2-1 lead.
I think a bit like Cisse for Liverpool. John Dole Thomason just ignored the goalkeeper Dudek completely and decided where he was going to stick it, and in the end it was a comfortable penalty.
John Onorisa has scored 8 times this season, and boy, when he hits them, he really hits them. Now, does he try to place it? Does he try to blast it? Can he succeed for Liverpool? This would give them a 2-goal advantage with only 2 Milan penalties to go. They're so close now. So very, very close. John Onorisa being very careful how he places the ball. He won't take it right-footed, I guarantee you that. It's his left foot that will drive this ball hopefully into the net. And it's saved! It's saved by Dida. Diving to his right. He pushed it around the post, so Milan are back in it.
Unusual as well for Reece in terms of striking a ball, Alan. He normally strikes it so hard and so acute, but it's a very, very good save by Dida. Though it almost clipped the post. Excellent save.
Well now, Kaká, the young Brazilian who laid on the 2 goals for Crespo, can actually level things off here now for Milan, though Liverpool, of course, would still have a penalty in hand. But it's 2-1 now to Liverpool in the penalty shootout. But Kaká has to put this one away. He really does. Otherwise, Liverpool can march on here. And the Liverpool fans now doing their very best to put off Kaká. Kaká's going to run at this one from about 10 yards out. And here he comes. Kaká! Beautifully taken. It is now 2-2, and the pressure is now back on Liverpool.
I see things there. They do try the old Bruce Grobler wobbly legs, I think, but I no influence whatsoever on another good, well-taken penalty by Kaka and Milan.
Vladimir Schweitzer had cramp, serious cramp, during extra time. Well, don't think about it now, Vladdy. Just place that ball on the spot and plant it into the net. This to give Liverpool a 3-2 advantage with just one penalty each to come, guaranteed. Schweitzer, a long run-up. Here he comes. And he slipped into the net. Dida went to the right. Schweitzer's penalty went to the goalkeeper's left. Liverpool lead 3-2.
Well, of course, we know he'd already scored in the game, and a very well taken one it was as well, Alan. And again, all about confidence, all about making your mind up. Never worry about the goalkeeper. Very good penalty.
Well, could this be Roma revisited? The problem for Liverpool is that the greatest striker in Europe at the moment, Andrei Shevchenko, the European Footballer of the Year, the man whose decisive penalty won the European Cup at Old Trafford against Juventus 2 years ago. He wants the ball immediately. His body language looks all right. He wants to get on with it, but of course if he misses here, Liverpool, against all the odds, have won the Champions League. Shevchenko, Dida saves for Liverpool! And against all the odds, the team who were 3-0 down at half-time, Liverpool have won the Champions League. Walk on with hope in your heart. This is amazing. A night they will never forget. Liverpool are champions of Europe.
And Steven Gerrard never had to take the penalty. He was bound to take the next one. Can you believe it? I gave the European Cup to Milan before half-time. It was inconceivable that they wouldn't win from a position in which they were 3 goals up. But Liverpool, with an astonishing recovery, 3 goals in the first 15 minutes of the second half. Benitez had changed the tactics, changed the way they attacked, and they went for it. And the most unlikely of heroes, Jerzy Dudek, who may well never play for Liverpool again. Reina, it seems, is on his way from Spain to take over the number 1 spot. Dudek has won the European Cup. Mark.
Don't forget as well, Alan, the double save he made from Shevchenko in the very last minute of the game. The first save of the double save was excellent. The second save was magnificent, and he saved 2 out of the 5 penalties, including one, of course, as well, that Milan missed. But irony of all ironies, the man who's been known for 1 or 2 fatal mistakes of Liverpool was absolutely brilliant in the Liverpool goal.
And I've got to borrow the words from the very great Peter Jones. I don't believe it. I swear, I don't believe it. Liverpool are European champions for the 5th time, and do you know what else this victory means? England have now won more European trophies than any other European nation. Liverpool have won more European Cups than all the other English clubs put together. Magnificent from Liverpool.